I'm Dave Betts from DB Labs. Well, I was thinking this week about when events often lead into patterns and those patterns form habits. Let me explain. Have you ever known somebody that would make an excuse for being late to a meeting? And you kind of think, oh, it's okay. Everyone's late every now and again, so you kind of make an excuse. But then you realize that the following meeting you had, that particular person was late again, and might be a different excuse. And you think, okay, all right, happy to give you the benefit of the doubt. But on the third meeting, when they are also late, it's quite easy to start to see, well, maybe those aren't isolated events. Maybe this is a pattern of behavior. Or you might get to the end of your month and you realize you spent a little too much on your credit card. You make excuses for that month. And then the next month you look at your credit card and you realize you've spent more money again on the credit card. And then the third month happens and again you start to say those events are starting to form patterns in my life. And I've got to a stage in my life where I hope that I'm beginning to learn a bit of wisdom. And one of the things I'm learning is to recognize these events that happen in our lives and recognize them as patterns and then intersect or deal with them before those patterns become habits in our lives. And wisdom really is the understanding or the acknowledgement of those events and starting to piece them together before things start to form a habit in our lives. So, little note from us from today, from my thinking is recognize the events that happen in your lives. Make a note of them and try to find or recognize patterns in our lives that we've maybe made excuses for that ultimately form habits. And may we have the wisdom to recognize the signposts that we've seen many times before, pull over and change direction before they form habits in our lives that ultimately can bring destruction. Hope that's been meaningful to you today, and may you have much wisdom and find that life compass.